Manipulators hate hearing certain sentences for one simple reason. They break the spell. Manipulation works when you feel rushed, confused, guilty, or afraid to lose someone. It feeds on your reaction. It feeds on your need to keep the peace. It feeds on the moment you start explaining yourself like you are on trial. And if you have ever walked away from a conversation thinking, wait, why do I feel ashamed right now? You have felt it. You were not talking to a person who wanted understanding. You were dealing with a person who wanted control. So in this video, you are getting 5 sentences that end the game. Not because they are magical, but because they force reality back into the room. They remove urgency. They remove fog. They remove your emotional labor. And they put responsibility back where it belongs. The first sentence manipulators hate hearing is, "I need time to think." Say it slowly, like you mean it. A manipulator pushes speed. They want an answer right now. They want you tired, flustered, cornered, and agreeing just to make the pressure stop. Time is the enemy of manipulation because time gives you perspective. Time lets your nervous system calm down. Time lets you notice the holes in their story. Time lets you ask yourself the question you were not allowed to ask in the moment. What do I actually want? When you say I need time to think, you are not asking permission. You are declaring a boundary around your mind. If they respect it, good. If they attack it, that tells you everything. Watch what happens next. They will try to punish you with annoyance. They will say, "Why are you being difficult?" If you loved me, you would just say yes. They will say, "Fine, forget it," and then come back later like nothing happened. But do not chase them. Do not defend your need for time. Repeat it once, calmly. "I need time to think. I will get back to you." That's it. The second sentence manipulators hate hearing is a simple no. That's the whole sentence. No explanation, no apology, no extra words to soften it. Manipulators train you to believe no is rude, mean, selfish, or dangerous. Because if you believe that, they can keep moving your yes around like a piece on a board. The moment you say no and you stop talking, you take away their favorite tool, which is your guilt. A healthy person can hear no and stay connected. A manipulator hears no and looks for a crack. They will bargain, tease, or guilt you. They may act wounded. They will bring up everything they have ever done for you, as if love is a debt collection agency. This is where most people collapse and start giving reasons. Don't do it. Reasons are like handles. They grab the handle and pull. If you say no because I am busy, they will argue that you are not that busy. If you say no because I do not feel comfortable, they will ask what is wrong with you. If you say no because I need space, they will accuse you of abandoning them. So keep it clean. If you want to add one calm follow-up, make it about your decision, not their behavior. "No, I am not doing that." Then stop. Silence is part of the sentence. The third sentence manipulators hate hearing is, "That does not work for me." This one is quiet power. It does not accuse them. It does not debate their intentions. It does not invite a courtroom argument about who is right. It simply states reality from your side of the table. Manipulators love to pull you into a fight about logic and fairness because they can spin you in circles. They love when you say, "You always do this," because then the conversation becomes a messy debate about the past. But when you say, "That does not work for me," you move the focus to the only thing you control, which is your participation. You are not trying to convince them. You are informing them. And here is the key. You say it even if they disagree. They will say that it's not a big deal or that you're too sensitive. They may say you are making a problem out of nothing. And that is the point. They want you to abandon your internal signal and accept theirs. When you repeat that it does not work for you, you are choosing your signal. You are not negotiating your comfort. You are not arguing about whether your boundary is valid. You are simply stating what you will and will not accept. And if they keep pushing, you move to action, not more words. You end the call, leave the room, or you stop responding. because your boundary is not real until it has a consequence. The fourth sentence manipulators hate hearing is, "Can you say that over text so I can read it later?" This sentence is like turning on the lights. Manipulation thrives in blur. When you ask for it in writing, the story has to hold still. And many manipulators cannot tolerate that because their power depends on shifting meanings. They say, "I never said that." They say you misunderstood. They say you are imagining things. Writing removes the wiggle room. It forces clarity. It creates accountability. It gives you something to look at when you start doubting yourself later. And if they say, "Why do you need that?" Or they say, "You don't trust me," notice what is happening. They are trying to make the request itself feel like betrayal. But asking for clarity is not betrayal. It is adulthood. You can use this at work, in family situations, in relationships, anywhere. You can say, "Send me the details, put it in writing, or text it to me." If it is reasonable, it can be written down. If it cannot be written down, ask yourself why. The fifth sentence manipulators hate hearing is, "If you keep speaking to me like that, I am ending this conversation." This is the one that separates boundaries from wishes. A manipulator often uses tone, insults, sarcasm, threats, and emotional pressure to get you to fold. They want you to stay in the conversation no matter how they treat you, because as long as you stay, they still have access. When you calmly name the behavior and name your action, you remove their access. You do not say you are abusive. You do not label, diagnose, or attack. You simply say that if they keep disrespecting you, you will end this conversation. And then you follow through the first time, not the fifth time, not after you are shaking. The first time. Manipulators hate consistency. They can handle anger because anger is still engagement. They can handle crying because crying is still attention. What they cannot handle is a calm person who leaves, a calm person who does not debate, a calm person who does not beg to be understood, a calm person who has options. Now let me make these sentences even stronger by telling you the mistake people make. They say the sentence, but their body language asks permission. Their voice apologizes. Their energy says, "Please do not be mad at me." Manipulators can smell that. So your job is not to sound tough. Your job is to sound settled, calm, direct, unhurried, like someone who can walk away and be fine. Because the real power is not in the words. The power is in the decision underneath the words. I will not be rushed. I will not be guilted. I will not be confused on purpose. I will not argue my own reality. I will not stay in disrespect. And if you are thinking this sounds scary, it is. Because if you are used to manipulation, your nervous system learned that boundaries equal danger. You might feel selfish for saying no. You might feel cruel for taking time. You might feel paranoid for asking for things in writing. You might feel dramatic for ending a conversation. But that feeling is not truth. That feeling is conditioning. It is the old training that kept you manageable. Let the feeling exist and do the boundary anyway. Start small. Use these sentences on low-stakes moments so your body learns you can survive them. Then use them when it matters. And pay attention to what happens after you say them. A healthy person might be disappointed, but they will adjust. A manipulator will escalate. They will punish. They will withdraw affection. They will smear your name. They will suddenly become the victim. Don't chase the shift. Don't try to prove you are good, because that is the trap. When you stop explaining, you start seeing. When you stop chasing, you start choosing. And here is the final thing you need to remember. These 5 sentences are not about winning arguments. They are about protecting your life, your time, your peace, your mind. You do not need to destroy a manipulator. You just need to become unreachable to manipulation. Practice those sentences out loud when you are alone. Make your voice calm. Make your face neutral. Make your body still. And the next time someone tries to rush you, twist you, guilt you, or confuse you, don't fight harder. Don't explain more. Don't perform your innocence. Just say the sentence and then stop. Then watch how fast the truth reveals itself. If this helped you, leave a comment with the sentence you need the most right now, and share this with someone who keeps doubting their own reality.